Good morning, Pop Pops Bees, Funny Bug Bees and Woodworks. I've got a customer here that's purchasing a hive. He wants to catch bees. And I've had quite a few people ask me, could they use their empty hive to catch a swarm? And certainly you can. So we're going to do a video. That way, if he forgets anything that I tell him, he can look at the video, and anybody else that's got the same question, they can do the same. So we're going to take an empty box. You use a medium. I think that a deep may give them a little bit too much space. I used a double nukes, used 2 deeps, but we're down to 5 frames. This is an 8 frame. So we're open space, rather than using a deep, we're just going to use a shallow. And later on he can use the shallow for feeding if he needs to. Or he can just continue to use it as a swarm shim. In my opinion, that's all shallows are good for. Because I'm not going to put frames in a shallow. So set your bottom board up, put it on your hive stand wherever you want to try to catch your bees at. Put your introducer on. Give them an empty cavity. That way they think they got plenty of room for expansion. Take your hive, set it right on top. Just like you were adding boxes, okay? A lot of y'all are starting out fresh. Don't have anything, don't have any old wax. Your bee suppliers can get you some wax. You're gonna take that frame and just rub that wax on it just like that. This is gonna give you the smell that you need. Everything that's not, that's how much you want to put on there. Once you get that edge cut off, it's real easy on these blocks to spread it around. This will also help them start drawing wax in these plastic frames. A lot of these old timers don't like the plastic because you may have to do just a little bit to get them to draw on it. But once you do, the only reason you'll scrape the wax off this thing is because a weak hive died out and you missed it. So wax moth damage, or your comb's just extremely old. The wax moth larva cannot damage this plastic. So you just scrape it off, take a pressure washer, spray them off. Just don't smile while you're doing it. That's the voice of experience. Been there, done that. It tastes rather bad. So you're gonna do all the frames in that box. You're just gonna put a layer of wax on them like that. Okay, that'll give you your smell. Swarm Commander. 1 squirt on the top when we assemble. That's it. More is not better, fellas. The ladies don't like it when we smell like that. Either do these ladies. 1 squirt on the top of the frames. You're going to take your inner cover, set it up just like you're getting ready to keep bees in it, and the outer cover. You'll see the scouts show up. They'll come in, they'll fly around. Come in your entrance, they'll fly around, measure, go back, come back. Unless you see the swarm moving in, you can move it if you need to move it. If you've already got it set in place, that's great. If you don't see them move in and you see a lot of activity, just get to the side of the hive and stand there and look. When you see them carrying pollen in, they've moved in. We all might be nice folks and all, but we're not going to buy groceries and take them to somebody's house and we don't live there. So if they're bringing pollen in, they've moved in, set up shop, they're home. At that point, you're going to take this box off, just set it off to the side, remove your empty. And you want to do this as soon as you know they're there, because the swarms are programmed to draw wax, and they'll have you a big old mess on the bottom of them frames. Put your beehive back up there, and you're good to go. You've caught your swarm. Take your shim, use it on your next one, catch another swarm of bees. Pop Pops Bees, Funny Bug Bees and Woodworks. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Y'all have a good day. Please like and subscribe.